And when I feel like I've become a true duelist, I want you to duel me again. Oh man, I said one last favour and then I asked for another one. Sure, I can't wait for the day to come, because it's never gonna come. Right, hey everyone, there's a new update for Cross Duel, and I wanted to get my first reactions to this update. So let's take a look.
Nothing will block my way! Not confusion, pain, or sadness! With dreams and courage and friendship, I'll load my road to victory! I maximum summon! Let's go! Supreme Machine Magnum Overlord!
Oh. So, is this going to be the only new UR out? Okay, so this is just going to show us the new cards, which, yeah, looks just to be this one new ultra rare. But anyway, let's see what it can do, right? So, double sacrifice, only 1900 attack, which means you're probably not going to play this without its special skill, at least. So, what's its special skill? Attack becomes 3500. We should also note this is a Guardian monster. So, you're going to want to play this in your Guardian slot. So you have to play this in your Guardian slot, which is going to be behind all of your, where Yugioh gets played, which means it will block every single lane. First of all, I definitely cannot see this being played as a double sacrifice 1900 with, like, Inventor or Detonate or anything like that. But the special is it becomes 3500. At the end of the battle phase, deal damage to your opponent equal to your placement in the duel times 100. So I'm guessing and this is this actually works kind of well with how Cross Duel works, because, you know, if two people are tied, they're both the lower place rather than the higher place. So if one person is at, say, 4,200 life points, and you and everyone else are at 4,000, you're in 4th place. And this is going to do 400 damage. Now, this obviously helps you get up higher ranks, which is good. I'm not sure if you want to play this. I mean, the master skill is 200. So, in other words, if you're 4th place, it's going to do 800 damage to everyone. If you are 3rd place, it's going to do, 600 damage to everyone. If you're 2nd place, it's going to do 400 damage to everyone. And if you're 1st place, I guess it's going to deal 200 damage to everyone. I think it will definitely require some testing to see if this card is good enough to be played just with the special skill, or whether you do definitely want to play it with your master skill. And if it can fit into, like, decks, other decks other than just, like, a burn deck, right? Because obviously this card fits very well with, like, a snipe deck, or an ignite deck, for example, because it's dealing damage to all your opponents. So yeah, we'll have to. I think definitely have to see. If you do have it as your ace, having the immunity to position change is definitely very, very useful for this card, seeing it has 0 defense. Let's have a look at that expert gacha, shall we? Right. So it looks like it has all of the cards in. Oh no! It actually only has. Oh no! It does have all the cards in. It just has a selection, I guess, the cards it kind of expects you to use with this kind of deck. Right, let's see if we can see okay, yeah, so the odds of getting this ultra rare, along with Leviathan Dragon and Odd Eyes Pendulum, are higher than the others, including the super rares and everything like that, right? So basically, the odds of getting all of these recommended cards are higher than getting all of the other cards in this pack. Cool. Okay, should we go and take a look at the event and see what the new event is all about? Wow, awesome. I didn't know you were coming, Aristroth. Welcome to my laboratory where I build all my inventions. What did you invent this time? I built this Supreme Machine Magnum Overlord Cross Duel version. I was wondering what it would be like to maximum summon in Cross Duels. You're not really maximum summoning though, this is just like a level 10 monster. Though I do think it's very thematic how you know, if all the maximum summons are going to be Guardian monsters, I do feel like that is very thematic. I'm just kind of surprised that they don't require like all the free parts like they do in Rush Duels. After a bunch of testing, I found out it's great for Rush Duels because a giant robot is the perfect final boss. Also, it's not nice if I hogged Maximum Overlord all for myself. I want everyone to check it out, like an exhibition. But not just see it, but also battle against it. Why don't you give it a shot? I don't know. A monster this huge might squash me. Okay, let's do it. I should have done the squash thing to see what he said. That's the spirit. Get ready for the Raid Duel. Supreme Maximum Overlord is here. As a raid event boss, form a team of 4, take on the raid boss and earn incredible rewards. Cool, okay. I don't know what this raid boss is going to be like. Let me just put on my Riser deck for the moment. Let's see if we can... Just seeing if there's like... Oh, here we go. Okay, raid boss details. Oh, you can get Yugioh's trust to level 40, apparently, by collecting rewards from here. You can create raid rooms, do events, which looks cool. Okay, here we go. Special cards info. I mean, we probably won't need any particular thing to do in like level 1 of this raid, but... Oh, we get a nice playmat, card sleeve. That looks quite nice. Let's see if we can go back to the boss info and see what's up here. Okay, here we go. So let me just go on easy. 35,000 to 75,000 health. Wow, that's quite a big uplift there. In boss phase, whenever this raid boss takes a total of 20,000 damage for this turn, summon a more powerful raid monster and deal 500 extra damage with boss attack. Recommended skills, Boss Buster. Okay. So it does look like it has objects, but only hit points 1, which means you can kill it with anything. Until the end of the next turn, the raid boss has weak point, yada yada yada, appears... all monsters gain Crusher, and then we see it's different raid monsters. Okay, so I feel like if this boss is going to very easily... I think we'll face it with the Riser deck. I think if this boss is going to, you know, very easily fall and go into like weak point modes, then using Elemental Hero Neos is probably going to be one of the best strategies. But yeah, for anyone wondering as well, I'm probably going to get this video out today, but for anyone wondering as well, I am working on a raid guide video for the Zaborg raid. If this raid turns out to be really tough in the later stages, I'll work on a raid guide video for this one as well. But anyway, look forward to the Zaborg video coming probably in the next day or two.
This is the greatest creation I ever forged. Let's go! Supreme Machine Magnum Overlord! If I have to fight, I'm giving it my all!
Oh cool, and I got the weak point straight away. And I've got Dark Resonator in my hand, which is also nice to see.
I summon a monster!
Trust your cards. It's the first turn's main phase.
Cool, so we're going to sit down Dark Resonator, we're going to throw out Neos. And I guess we're just going to stick these guys on either side.
Are you ready? Let's begin.
Oh my god, the guy on the right didn't even put anything out to destroy the objects.
That's a good move. Now's the time to play your best monster.
Yeah, and of course, when I do obtain the new card, I will try and use it in a deck and get you guys out a video just showing if the new card is any good. Speaking of that, I do actually have some videos with XYZ Dragon Cannon coming out soon as well, so try and look forward to that. There's been some really good duels I've had with them.
What will you do? That helps.
Okay, well at least this guy knows to use that ability on my Neo since it's about to attack a weak point. I can't tell you the number of times I have seen like people like buff up their monster's attack when they're not even hitting the weak point.
Monsters are moving.
I don't know if that's like the fault of them not reading or like, you know, when you play with the AI tends to just buff up whatever monster. It doesn't really matter if they're attacking a weak point or not. Oh, cool. So the weak point gets exposed immediately when all the objects are destroyed.
Strike where they're weak. Well done.
Whereas with the Riser Raid, it used to happen in the following turn. And then that's the more powerful raid monster that he summons.
Direct attack.
2,000, even at this level, wow. I feel like assist healing may be pretty good for this raid. But it looks like he remains open on all sides, so yeah, let's just summon another... Just use both of them, sure. Let's just summon another Neos, and I feel like everyone is going to go in this round, and we're basically going to beat the boss round 2. So yeah, I know it said cards with like Boss Buster are going to be best for this raid, but I feel like if you do have an well, from what I've seen just from this one, if you have an Elemental Hero Neos with at least 2 slots, that is going to be probably the best card to include. Oh, we need to check out to see if there's any special missions as well for this raid. Weak point hidden. So yeah, so I guess what happens is you destroy the objects, everywhere gets the weak point on the same turn, which is cool. And then the following turn, everyone gets to attack his weak point, and then the turn after that, he brings back up the objects again. Boss level 2 unlocked. Right, let's just give everyone a thumbs up. We got 50 points. Orange material. Cool, okay. Have to see special cards. Oh, the following cards are granted certain skills at the start of the duel, regardless of their skill slots. Boss Buster ×3. Ooh, okay. And these cards get Boss Buster ×2. Ah, so we may want to include these cards in the deck because they get Boss Buster. Again, even though these cards get Boss Buster, I mean, okay, I think it's really good if you don't have a Neos. If you do have a Neos with 2 slots, you know, I guess you do still need 1 sacrifice for Neos. Even at 1 sacrifice, it will go up to 3,000. I guess it's not too bad, actually, right? Neos requires 1 sacrifice. It goes up to 3,500. Mad Archfiend will get it will get Boss Buster, plus you can equip up to 3 more Boss Busters on it. So yeah, so maybe Neos is not, you know, even Celtic Guardian has Boss Buster, right? So if these are already going to get, and this one has a bunch of Boss Busters, so if these cards are already going to get another Boss Buster skill, then yeah, you may want to have them in instead of Elemental Hero Neos, especially Leviathan Dragon. What's its thing? So all monsters controlled by you or your allies gain 1,000 attack and defense. That's pretty good. And Odd Eyes is this monster can be summoned without material. So if you did actually have this for Odd Eyes, it would gain what, 3 times Boss Buster. So it's just a normal summon, no sacrifices, that goes up to 5,500 when it hits the boss. Yeah, definitely gonna have to play around with this and make a cool deck from it and see what we can do. And I guess that's also why the you know, that new gacha has got higher higher percentage chance for unlocking these cards. So let's have a look. Duel once in the raid event. Win against level 1 to 3 raid boss in 6 turns or less. Win once. Inflict at least 10,000 damage in a single turn. Inflict at least 20,000 battle damage during a raid event boss in a single turn. I'm guessing that's like between everyone. Win against level 3, so against level 6 we get the card back, which is nice. Level 9, level 12, level 15 we get the new portrait. And then win against those bosses in that many turns or less. Oh, free ultimate materia. Win 5 times, win 10 times, win 20 times, win 40 times, win 50 times with more ultimate materia as well. Inflict at least 30,000 damage to a raid event boss in a single turn. Yeah, so this is definitely between everyone because we did 26,000. Destroy 10 objects. Right, so there's actually quite a few events. It also, if it does go up to level 25 like the other raids, it definitely doesn't show it here. Because the highest one you need to beat for the rewards is level 15, which is pretty cool, because sometimes it can get very difficult to beat a level 25 raid boss, so this is just basically, let's just double check and see what it goes up to. Oh, okay, Expert, Maniac. Okay, I guess level 15 is the highest one. 220,000, wow. I was going to say, oh, it only goes up to, oh, they're giving rewards out up to level 15, so that means everyone will probably be able to get them. Nope. Wow, it does an extra 1,500, so when you do 50,000 points of damage, it's going to do 3,000 damage to you. So I think some assist healing in this event is probably going to be necessary. Well, anyway, that has been the new content for Cross Duel. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, I have a raid deck guide for Zaborg coming out in the next day or two. I also have some more videos on XYZ, and as soon as I get to level 15, I'll make a raid deck guide for this guy. And hopefully if I get that Ultra card, I'll make a video on that in terms of, you know, what kind of decks I can fit it into and everything like that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Cross Duel content, and I will see you on the ladder.